and in the light of day. But I was fooling myself. Darkness only responds to darkness. And the truth is, I'd rather die as the devil than live as Matt Murdock.
So after the cancellation of Daredevil, and that of course is on the heels of the cancellations of Luke Cage and Iron Fist, I think the first question everyone wants to know is, are we going to get any more seasons of this? Are we going to get more Defenders? Well, I would say yes, you are. You know, according to the CEO of Marvel, he said himself that this is not the last you've seen of Daredevil. And I'm assuming he's meaning the whole lot of them. I think if you look at what happened to the ABC show Last Man Standing, which was canceled. Now the show is owned by Fox and was made by Fox. So what happened was, once ABC canceled them, Fox wanted the show, so they took it back and started making new episodes that now appear on Fox. So I think the same thing could happen, where, you know, Netflix canceled all that stuff, and once the Disney streaming service starts up, they can start making more seasons of those shows that we all love. So the next question that I had was, why did Netflix cancel Daredevil and seemingly is going to divorce themselves from everything Disney? Well, all that really started happening this past summer, and depending on when you're watching this video, that's summer 2018. Well, Disney, which I had no idea until I really started researching this, but Disney has already started pulling all their stuff off of Netflix. So the very last movie that's going to appear on Netflix from Disney or one of their partners is Ant-Man and the Wasp. That's it. Everything else is going to go onto the Disney streaming service. Now, I watch a lot of YouTube channels that deal with entertainment news and things of that nature, and I don't really agree with where a lot of them have went with why Netflix did this. A lot of them say it's retribution. You know, Netflix canceled them because they could. You know, they're going to show up the big Disney corporation. Well, that's not really the truth. I mean, it's not. The truth is, this is all about survival. Survive! So what I mean by that is, Disney's coming. Their streaming service is coming. And with the acquisition of Fox, they now have a controlling stake in Hulu. 60%. So all their Fox content that they just bought, you know, Avatar, Alien, Predator, all that stuff, it's going to end up going on Hulu. Because it's not family friendly, of course. But, my God, all of the IPs, everything they have, all their intellectual property that they own is going to go on Disney streaming service. And what I mean by survival for Netflix is they have to pay huge licensing fees for everything they do. So these Marvel shows, they got to pay out the ass in order to have them. And right now, Netflix is scrambling to get original content like Stranger Things. You know, they actually own Stranger Things. They produce Stranger Things. But right now, they are decades and decades behind Disney. And it's not just Disney they got to worry about. At the end of 2019, Warner Media is going to drop their streaming service. So what the hell does that mean? Well, they own DC, The Conjuring, Matrix, the Harry Potter franchise, Wizard of Oz, the Exorcist franchise, Blade Runner, everything National Lampoons, Lethal Weapon, and on and on and on. Not to mention, Warner also, let's see, they own HBO, CW, New Line Cinema. I mean, shit. This is not a streaming war, folks. Not really. What this is an IP war. Alright? You want to own what you have on your streaming service. That way you don't have to pay a licensing fee. It's all profit. And right now, Netflix is way behind on that. And see, Disney's going to take all of their content off of Netflix and put it on their own services. And I don't see any reason why Warner Brothers wouldn't do the exact same thing. By 2020, Disney and the Warner streaming service, they're going to be the two big streaming choices to go with, period. And with Warner, I mean, look, they could package HBO, what is it, HBO Now? I mean, have a package for that. And Netflix can have their streaming service and Hulu. I mean, it's, Netflix is really behind the 8 ball here. Now, you might say, well, sure, but there's going to be other contenders, right? Well, look at what happened to YouTube. YouTube Red failed. it failed. They can't create enough Karate Kids. They don't have enough content that you know and care about to want to sign on to that. They had one show. They're going to put everything they have behind Ralph Macchio. I really love the Cobra Kai series, but it's not worth $15 a month, y'all. Screw you. And Amazon, no, they're going to be a VOD kind of option. I know they're trying to, come out with their own content. So is Facebook, but it pales in comparison to what Disney and Warner Brothers are going to put out there. You're talking about they got hundreds of titles. Every franchise you love, damn near, they own. So, and I heard it discussed before on some of these other channels that, well, look out for Apple. All right, Apple's going to come around. They just might buy Netflix. No, they're not going to buy Netflix. This is why. Right now, Netflix has a $77.7 billion market cap. What's market cap? That's market capitalization. Total dollar market value of a company's outstanding shares. So market cap tells you the value of the company. Basically, in order to... What is Netflix worth? It's worth $77.7 billion. Which, by the way, is $25 billion more than Disney paid for Fox. That's a gigantic investment. So if you buy them, now you also have a company with, huge debt, which Netflix has, and very little IP. Now, me personally, when Disney comes out, I'm probably going to sign up. When Warner Brothers comes out with all those freaking IPs, you damn well, I want to watch that stuff. My wife, she loves Friends. Well, Friends isn't going to be on Netflix in 2020. All right, they got a deal for all next year, 2019. Come 2020, that's going to go on that Warner streaming service. So if you want to watch Friends, if you love that, and in the UK, that's the most streamed show on Netflix. I mean, today, Friends is. So all these old shows, old movies that, I mean, look, that's the new video store, right? That's why you sign up to these streaming services. You don't have to go out and buy a bunch of DVDs. That's what's making that crap obsolete. It's all about what you own and what you don't have to pay for. And Netflix has to pay for damn near everything. Now, they made great investments in stand-up comedy. I think they have that. They're going to own that little niche right there. That stand-up comedy stuff is great. They have, and they have great documentaries and all that stuff. They do have good originals. So once those other streaming services come online, I'm not going to cancel my $10 a month to Netflix. I'm still going to pay that because I like what they do. They still have a great relationship with AMC. And the creator of Breaking Bad, he attributes to Breaking Bad being on Netflix is why that show survived. Because the first 2 years, they weren't drawing dick in views. No one was watching that show. It was that airing on Netflix. That's where everyone got caught up. So ABC is really appreciative of Netflix and really values that partnership. So, Breaking Bad, what is that Saul show? Damn it, I can't think of the name of it. Walking Dead, things like that. And AMC's, they're pumping out good content, and they're going to have a good partnership with Netflix going forward. The problem right now, Netflix is dropping a lot of stuff. It's not just Marvel. They're dropping a ton of shit out there you know, because they don't want to pay the licensing fees. They're trying to sink that money, of course, into trying to catch up with their IPs, which will take a couple hundred years at this rate. But, and of course, you know, places like Hulu, they're picking up all that stuff. So people are still going to be paying licensing fees because there are other companies out there that aren't Netflix, Warner Brothers, or Disney. You know, Universal. They have a ton of IPs, but they ain't selling shit. All right. Sony, they looked like they were in trouble. They're making a comeback. Paramount, maybe one day someone, you know, someone like Apple could buy Paramount. That's the only way they're going to get involved. All right. That's all I got. My brain's fried. So, thanks for watching, and I'll come back with something else. Bye.
Maybe if he had an iron suit or a magic hammer, that would explain why you keep getting your asses handed to you.